Good morning, friends. I'm Dr. Yogesh Sarode of Juvan Vikas Mahavidyalaya Devgram. I welcome you all in this session. Today we'll learn the comprehension of the poem She Walks in Beauty, and we'll take the recitation also. We'll see the paraphrasing part of the stanzas, and then your meaning will be more clear. See, the poem is in three stanzas, each of, yeah, you can count the line, each of 6 lines. I will read the poem first. The poem is She Walks in Beauty, written by Lord Byron. She walks in beauty like the night of cloudless climes and starry skies. See, there is semicolon here. And all that's best of dark and bright meet in her aspect and her eyes. Thus mellow to that tender light, which heaven to gaudy day denies. Second stanza. One shade the more, one ray the less, had hop impaired the nameless grace, which waves in every raven trace, or softly lightens o'er her face, where thoughts serenely sweet express how pure, how dear their dwelling place. Now, third stanza. And on that cheek and over that brow, so soft, so calm, yet eloquent, the smiles that win, the tints that glow, but tell of days in goodness spent, a mind at peace with all below, a heart whose love is innocent. So, friends, this is about the poem. See, now we'll see the explanation part of this stanza. The first stanza is She walks in beauty like the night of cloudless climes and starry skies. Here you will find after every 2 lines there is semicolon, means it gives a small pause. And all that's best of dark and bright meet in her aspect and her eyes. Thus mellow to that tender light which heaven to gaudy day denies. Here, the poet expresses that a well known first line is simple enough, yet also slightly mysterious because of that preposition in which suggests the female figure's relationship to beauty. The caesura means a semicolon, that comes midway through the line places special emphasis on that word beauty. The reader has to pause at the comma with the feminine ending to beauty, contrasting with the masculine night, the first of many opposites. And note that the enjambment, when the line continues into the next without punctuation, is also important to maintaining the sense. The female here is compared to the night of cloudless climes and starry skies. A smile which needs both lines to work to full effect. Lines 3 and 4 are similar. In that, lines 3 is incomplete without line 4. Dark and bright meet. Again, the duality persists. The inversion of the iambic foot is important also in line 4 because it reinforces the idea that these opposites exist both outwardly and inwardly also. For the reader, the change from iamb to troch means that the stress comes on the first syllable. The first word meet, which alters the rhythm of the line. The eyes have long been called the windows of the soul, so the speaker is suggesting that her soul tends towards perfection. That means all that is best. The last 2 lines, 5 and 6 imply that the light of the night has the qualities of skin and it can be touched because it is tender, and that she has developed a naturally relaxed, softened approach to it. Daylight, in comparison, is vulgar and lacking. That means gaudy. Here, that word God is there. Now, note the religious reference, heaven is there, which hints that it is a divine. So, this is about first stanza. Now, we'll focus on stanza number 2. One shade the more, one ray the less, had half impaired the nameless grace, which waves in every raven trace, or softly lightens over her face, where thoughts serenely sweet express, how pure, how dear their dwelling place. Now see here, nuisance are apparent in the first line. If she gained or lost only a little of either the dark or light, her nameless grace, that would be undetermined. The first line split midway and ended by a comma, and it is important focal point, for it reflects the delicacy of her being. And this is what is the speciality of romantic poets, that they can use punctuation marks anywhere as they wish, and that makes the new creativity. Her natural grace moves from here, waves in every raven trace, to face which peacefully reflects her inner thoughts, which must be pure. Note the repeated use of certain words and phrases are also there, which underlines meaning. The use of alliteration and internal rhyme also bring musicality. The use of opposites in line also emphasizes the contrast. So, this was the second stanza. Now we'll come to last stanza, that is 3. See, and on that cheek and o'er that brow, so soften, so calm, yet eloquent, the smiles that win, the tints that glow, but tell of days in goodness spent. Here the rhythm some changes. A mind at peace with all below, a heart whose love is innocent. Here is some sort of asking to someone, a heart whose love is innocent. See the explanation part. Throughout this poem, the concentration has been on the head, hair, and face of the woman. This theme continues in the final stanza as the speaker introduces cheek and brow and lips also. She wins people over with her glowing smile. This focuses on the positive physical attributes that leads to the conclusion that morally she is also faultless. Her love is innocent. She spends her time doing good, suggestive of saintly pursuits and behavior. She is content with her earthly existence, unsullied by life and untreated by love. So, friends, this is all about the explanation part of this stanza. I think, though the poem seems complicated, but the meaning is very simple. You have to draw the meaning in between lines, because at the base of the sentence there lies another current of meaning. So, if you read the poem twice, thrice, definitely it becomes clear. So, in this video, I have tried to focus on stanzas while paraphrasing. In the next video, we will see the analysis part of this poem. So, for this, it is sufficient. Thank you. Good day.